Hello and welcome back to Southeast Asia and day 13, lucky 13 of our ABDACOM campaign. The last episode was pretty good. We sunk 2 Mogamis for having damaged a light cruiser Marblehead that's coming back. I do actually have enough points to buy potentially a new light cruiser. Something like a one of the Dutch ones, I believe, Java, but I don't want to. What I need now is I need another oiler, not a cruiser. If I was to bet a cruiser, I would get Perth. There are 2, so that might be something for us to buy in the next with the next batch of command points. The situation on Sumatra and Singapore hasn't changed that much. We still have some supplies here, not a huge amount of engineering. There is no engineering or fuel here. Still, again, supplies, we've got some here, and hopefully we will win this fight shortly. In Batavia, we are trying to get some fuel there so that we can start replenishing our Martins. Importantly, I would want to actually get quite a lot of fuel into Batavia because that will allow us to use it as a rearming thing, especially for Trusty. The further Trusty has to go, the longer time it takes for him to get there, so it's not much fun. This engineering goes to Palembang though, and eventually to Singapore, I hope. But fuel goes more or less to Batavia, most of it some to Palembang. Task Force A is heading to Makassar, where we have won the fight, and we'll pick some troops that it will then shift to Surabaya, because I really want to get Surabaya properly won and everything. We do have things here. We are slowly replenishing the fighters. We should have enough to sort of keep the maintenance in the next tick as well, so that should be fine. And Task Force North is actually taking some supplies to Surabaya as well, which should help us to win the fight. And again, it's something that we need for replenishing ships. So that's it for an opening session and a recap, and I will let the time rip and get back to you when we've got something interesting. Well, Trusty is again doing his role and engaging something. Let's see. I can see something steaming here. Well, so this is a 3rd different carrier we have seen so far. Here is a Kongo, carrier, bunch of destroyers. Okay, this sea state, it could work for an attack on Kongo. So we are going to try and attack Kongo. So we are in position pretty close. I would say we are within 1,000 yards when we get the firing solution. We haven't been detected yet. We've got a couple of new type destroyers. All are new types, unfortunately. This, I believe, if we sink the Kongo, we might be able to deal with this using our wildebeests. Yeah, I'm willing to risk them on this. 8 torpedoes should at least damage her very heavily. Yeah, we will see. So our salvo is away, and so is Trusty, at least trying to anyway. I have used manual targeting, as you can see here. The reason for that is he's already at 14 knots, 15 knots. So any computer-generated solution would not have taken this into account. And a human captain would. This is why sometimes I'm okay with using the computer targeting. Basically, in all the previous ones I've used the the computer. But here I really, because it's close, it's not ideal. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. She is rough looking. We will see what happens there. And meanwhile, Trusty is trying to go out. I have switched to this destroyer, and we will see whether they found us, because if they're keeping speed around 10 knots, they haven't. The moment they will get to 12, 13 knots, then they found us, and bad things are going to happen. What I will do most likely here is I will send wildebeests to have a look. And some of them will go after the troop ship, some of them will go after the Kongo. Mind you, if they return, there are 2 more Kongos. Oh, we've damaged one, it's probably somewhere there, and there are still 2 more Kongo here. Yeah. You can see Trusty here and the destroyer here. They haven't found us so far, famous last words. Although we are getting behind her, so outside of what she can reasonably hear on sonar. I just want to speed up now, so to get behind her. There's something here, which is, oh, okay, it's this ship. In a perfect world, Trusty would get somewhere here and fire at the rear torpedo at this Kongo. So we will see whether we can get into perfect world or not. They are right now on Kongo's port side. You can see Kongo here, you can see a Trusty here. Destroyers are somewhere back there. You can actually just barely see them here on the horizon. Yeah, you can see them here. I think from here you might... yeah, so Kongo is here. And Trusty is somewhere here, and the destroyers are moving away. So I have been lucky so far. And I'm thinking now that maybe I can push my luck a bit further, especially with the destroyers this far away, and see whether I can do something to this poor Kongo with my torpedoes. What I have to think about is whether I should just fire them from where I am, or whether I should be cheeky and try to come to her starboard side and hit her starboard side. Let me think about that and I'll get back to you. So I have been very cheeky. I have circled with after I managed to avoid the chasing destroyers. I have circled around to the Kongo, and I have fired my stern torpedoes. I have 2 stern torpedoes, so I fired the first one, which is about to hit into her, and I'm reloading, and I will fire the second one as well. So that was a nice explosion. That was a very nice explosion. That was indeed a magazine explosion. I'm not sure whether I need to fire a second torpedo. This was just exceptional. I think she's dead. And we have sunk Kongo. Yeehaw! And haven't lost the submarine, which is like exceptional. It's, yeah. Strike by torpedo, magazine explosion. Yeah. You can see Trusty here. Trusty, you guys, you deserve. Let's get down. You guys deserve a very good R&R. You are heading back out of here. I will still send the wildebeest at the convoy to try to sink the transport ship. But yeah, we sunk the Kongo. We sunk the Kongo. Let's repeat it again. We sunk the Kongo. For no loss. This was exceptional. This is what you need when you are attacking with submarine good weather. The layer would have helped, that would have been even better. But low visibility, rough seas, night, all of those are Submariner's friend. I really should go and do some Silent Hunter stuff. I haven't played it for ages. Silent Hunter 4, I haven't played it for ages, so I will be really bad at it. But yeah, I love that game. It's like 15 years ago. I'd really love if someone did a sub campaign which is not German U-boats. Well, and that's one very big navigation hazard. This would have definitely got on nautical maps because this is like, I don't know. She's almost out of water here. Well, we've got 6 command points, sunk 32,000 tons. Yeehaw. 12 aircraft they had in the area, which didn't help them at all. Yay. Excellent. So, as I said, Trusty is going to some well-deserved R&R. It will take a day and a half. By then this guy will get there. Task Force North actually might offload some supplies there so that Trusty is able... No, we got supplies there. Okay, that's fine. So let's go back. Yeah, I'm very happy. Very happy. Anyway, we will continue running the time and see what else interesting happens. I'm going to scramble the wildebeest and start looking in for the group just so that we can prevent the invasion. But even if we do get an invasion, I believe we have enough troops to deal with it. Yeah, it's not end of the world. Sinking that battleship was much more important. Well, a minute to the noon. Almost high noon, and our wildebeest found the forest, so we are going to attack. So I split my 7 wildebeest into 2 sections, 1 of 5, which is here, and sort of keeping some of the AAA occupied, and then a section of 2 that are going to attack the merchant ship, and then get out of here. I don't think risking the planes on attacking the carrier is worth it, really. She's not on the edge, so there would be a hell of... Like, she alone can put a hell of a lot of AAA, as you can see. If she was on the edge, then I might do it, but yeah, you can see how much... Well, 2 torpedoes. Excellent. So... I'm just going to get my planes out of here. If I can keep all 7 wildebeests, that's great. This ship is almost certainly going to go down. And we haven't sunk the carrier, but we will get to her. We will get to her. Yeah, and she is sinking. This one is going down stern first, so yet another different sinking. So she's settling down, and we are out of here. We've avoided the cap, haven't lost the plane, sunk yet another merchant. I would say overall an okay engagement. And we have got our command points. I have actually off screen used up my command points to purchase this Submarine. As you might have noticed if you were paying attention here, because I was going on about how much I need a an oiler. Which, with hindsight, I should have waited, because I need to send it back now. How much does it actually have? Cimarron. It has 88 fuel, and I think its capacity is something like 100. So I'll send it back, load some more fuel, but importantly enough, I will get us a new sea units. What do we want? Let me think about it for a second, and then I will get back to you, and I will talk through my choices, and then we'll buy it. Okay, so here are my purchases. I decided that I will buy 2 Aussie light cruisers, Hobart and Perth, and 2 Clemson destroyers, Whipple and Paul Jones. There are no... Actually, below that, I will remove this and I will get a J-class destroyer. I believe that's better than these guys. Yeah, it's a 47-inch gun, so it's a bigger gun. Yeah, has fewer torpedoes and everything, but has bigger guns. So has 6 47-inch guns. Yeah, it's 17,000 yard versus Clemson, which has 4 4-inch guns at 16,000 yards and a slower reload. There are no dual purpose. J-class is dual purpose, it's better, but unfortunately I can buy only one of those, Jupiter, so I'll buy that. And that's it. Afterwards I will be, short of anything, I will be saving for the battleship or battlecruiser. That's at least 2 weeks away, so that's like end of February. Yeah. So let's do this now and send them to Java Sea. So we found a task force here. It says battlecruisers, but Japanese Navy, well, technically Kongo used to be a battlecruiser before it was rebuilt as a battleship, but I believe they are just normal heavy cruisers. The task force is here, and it's 2 destroyers. You can see heavy cruisers here, and that's Myoko by the front thirds, and another Myoko, and another destroyer. Okay. I've got my Martins to go after the lead heavy cruiser, while the Hudsons will go after the last destroyer. The reason for that is that the front of the task force is, there was not a hit on this Martin, that the front of the task force is turning, and going after the lead destroyer, which I would have preferred, would be fairly tricky. So we will see what that section of Martins did, if indeed anything. And the first section did absolutely nothing. So let's see the second section does. And that did exactly the same thing. So kept the performance. The other Martins are coming in, and we will see whether they will do any better than their brethren. I have my doubts. Let's look at the silver lining. We haven't lost the plane yet. Famous last words, of course. So let's see whether they brethren will do any better or not. That was, well, a very nice hit indeed. At least one. And this one's going to whip. That was a very nice one hit. That was a string which finished just a wee bit short of what it needed. Oh well, 2 hits, not great, but okay. that explosion on the first Mogami looked much better than it was in the end. The dawn of day 14, going on day 15. Nothing interesting happened since we've attacked that CA task force, which we are going to try to find again and see whether we can do some more damage to it. But that's going to be a next episode, so I'll see you there. By the way, if you do want me to do a weekly recap, because it's another week gone, do let me know and I will put a short video together. Thank you and goodbye.